I think I see some Birch Polypore out in the distance. Let's switch the camera around and I'll show you what I'm coming up onto. So I can see something sticking up right there. Let's go see what that is. Oh, what is that? Oh, no, thought it might have been a puffball. It's not. Ah, there is Birch Polypore here. Oh, and more growing on the tree. Oh, it's going all the way up. Okay, let's collect some Birch Polypore. Get my knife out. It's a lot easier to cut them off than break them off. Stick them in my bag. And they're squeaky. Let's trim it off a little bit so we have less dirt inside the foraging bag. And they will grow in the winter, but they die off every year. So it's not like you can let them grow all through the winter and come back next summer and find them bigger, because they will die off at some point. But they are one that you can walk through the woods in the winter and still find growing a little bit. So I'll leave the little ones and take some of the larger ones. So the other day I stumbled across the mother lode of Birch Polypore. I'm going to cut this up and let it dry. Let's cut it into slices and lay it out so that it can dry. I found it yesterday, and normally I would process it right away because it gets kind of tough to cut through the skin of it. You can see how nice and white that is. I'm going to lay the pieces out to dry. Then once they are dried, they can take a few weeks to dry. But once they are, I'll leave some slices whole and make that into teas. And I'll powder some of them, and they can be put into capsules or added to foods. And Birch Polypore is one of those super mushrooms, kind of like how blueberries are considered a superfood. That's the way Birch Polypore is in mycology. It has antiviral, antifungal, and anti-tumor properties. So we will let these dry out and add it to this bounty of Birch Polypore.